About that grind. I'm Jonas, y'all. Bonjour for Lil. You know what it is, man. Sunday, we gonna smoke one. Got my crook, got my blunt here. It's a little early. We not doing the 420 right now. I normally would have an interview on a Sunday, but we're not gonna do that today. I'm taking the day off. I'm chilling, no interviews. But I am gonna chill and talk my shit over here on Bumped Out Jonas. And I'm gonna talk about this tape here, not a mixtape, but this tape here. And I'll probably, hopefully, get my man Cuddie C on here and we'll chop with him a little bit. You feel me? But we just gonna do some smoke talk, man. See what's good. See what's good. Y'all let me know what's happening, what it is, or what's up. Got a whole bunch of green in my, you know what I'm saying? Play this motherfucker. Higher than I ever been. I'm chilling on a gun cipher. Dizzler on the roof years ago. I did one cipher. This ain't Shadow Moses. Take a shot. I'm with one cypress. Shitting like I'm Johnny in the can. I don't need one typer. With that box of cigarettes in the town, I had an extra port. Sneaking through the lower deck. There's someone on the heliport. I ain't groovy, so I really be in the bread. Trying to get inside deck too. Don't trip the infrared. Cut, and I be high as fuck like Cypher. Rider like Olga Gerlukovich. I had a wife. Ain't no roads over hoes, cause the brodies did me trifer. Acting like you push Geezy, just a typewriter. And I be high as fuck like Cypher. Rider like Olga Gerlukovich. I had a wife. Ain't no roads over hoes, cause the brodies did me trifer. Acting like you push Geezy, just a typewriter. Ain't no bros over hoes, cause the bros did me trifer. Looking up slaps, drum pounding like the Energizer, scoping at the scene before they throw him in the fishes. Homie got killed by his partner, thought he was going for the riches. He grinding real hard cause he do it with a passion. Let me know if y'all can hear this. The lockers trying to score another ration for the past surveillance. When the shaft go off, but the rail gun took it out, so the path closed off. Battling Olga, taking cover or I slap Nas. Almost got me with the night bullet cause she is Spetsnaz. Cypher came through in the yo, what up, man? Motherfucker Cuddie.
But it's nothing like a crack spot. Throw another chaff in the Cypher, we'll see. Yeah. Traffic downstairs, it ain't raining cause it's just a boy cut, And I be high as fuck like Cypher. Like
Cypher.
Yeah.
Cuddie.
You can hear me?
What's cracking? Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you perfectly loud and clear, man.
Bro, were you? I'm bumping the S3 playing, bro. My man. I mean, I know I interviewed you. I know you interviewed me. I know we was, you know, I knew you told me you got down. I know you did beats, but like, it wasn't. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this.
No one
Yo.
really expects it, man, because not a lot of people come out like that. You know what I'm saying? Come out with different material, something different to the table, something different to put out, a different tune, a different, you know what I'm saying, a different vibe, a different groove. You know what I'm saying? Different lyricism, especially when you're trying to incorporate, you feel me, like a theme into your lyricism, man. It's a challenge. I'm about to say it's I actually had this conversation with one of my old coworkers. He said that's like a new form of hip hop if you're willing to incorporate, you know what I'm saying, like the aspects of a fucking video game into your lyrics, bro. That's like the true, how am I gonna put this? That's like kind of like what MCs do, man. I don't want to say like I'm like an MC all the way, but I feel like, you know what I mean.
Nah,
I'm mastering my
bro.
craft.
No. Own that shit, bro. Own that shit. You're an MC, bro. Because if nothing else, bro, goddamn, you definitely are hip hop. You definitely put on for Bay Area hip hop, not just turf talk. Though you got turf talk in the bars. It's more than that, bro. I'm hearing plans. I'm hearing logic. I'm hearing
exactly,
you know, reasons for why to do these things, and then execution on how these things get done. I gotta ask though. I'm just assuming. And I believe it's here in the yep, it's right there, exclusively produced by Cuddie C. You even got the frequency, which I get it now, 925. I get that. That's fucking dope. I like that. But are you the sole producer on this track, on this project?
The whole project, I produced every goddamn beat. Some are old beats, some are new. A little mix of both. I like to do that. Whenever I put together projects, whenever I get to put together albums, EPs per se, mixtapes, or whatever the fuck the case may be, I like to mix in the new material with the old material, because if the old material is not used, it's just gonna be sitting there. It's not gonna be used. You feel me?
Right.
And it don't sound compared to the sound that I make nowadays. You know what I'm saying? My whole structure of producing is way different now from back then. Another person will probably tell, nah, that's an old beat. I need something new. You know what I'm saying? So I like to, how am I going to say this? Appreciate the value of my old produced tracks that haven't been used, and might as well, you know what I'm saying, make something out of it. Make it,
Nah, bro,
make it alive, you know what I mean? Rather than
that's
just sit on
word.
the shelf like a
He said
fucking
make
book.
it alive.
Yeah.
No, I mean, no, I appreciate that. Yo, salute to my man, Chop It Up. We got a little quick smoke talk. You know what I'm saying? Doing my thing on a Sunday, man. And I got motherfucking Cuddie C in here, man. I'm jamming to his the S3 plan, the very easy take.
Sure.
A big shout out and salute to my man, Chop It Up. Yo, I don't know how you do it, but if you can get Chop to listen to it and rate it, you might. Man, Chop is he uses the source rating, but he ratchets it up a little bit better. So maybe you never know how you would rate it. But I want to ask you, I'm just jamming to it, bro, smoking me a blunt and everything, man. So like the names of the songs themselves are, I think, pretty dope, very different. Not anything you would actually hear from a Bay Area artist. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you could say that again.
you know what I'm saying? Like
Emphasize that.
Ocelot, which, by the way, the hook on Ocelot, crazy.
Appreciate it.
Evasion mode, ciphers, caution mode, Harry, solidus. Like, you'll be giving motherfuckers new words to look up and shit. I fuck with that.
You know what's crazy, man? Those aren't actual. The names of the tracks on the S3 plan, they're actually from the video game itself, Metal Gear Solid 2. The whole album is based off that video game. The aspects of what happens in the game, who's in the game, what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of mix that in with a little more of a real life aspect. And I'm a fucking stoner, man. I'll mix that in with fucking smoking a blunt on the fucking bridge while a guard's trying to look for me or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I like to mix in shit like that, man. But like I said, it's a challenge. But again, so those tracks, the names of those tracks on the songs are actual stuff from the game. For example, Ocelot, he's a villain. You know what I mean? Solidus, he's a villain too. Ciphers are like surveillance cameras, but they're built weird. They're like cameras. It's like a GoPro attached to a fucking floaty, and it's flying. You know what I'm saying? Basically, a little flying surveillance, like a drone.
Like drone. I was thinking drone. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So ciphers.
So, yo, do me a favor. Do me a favor, real quick, bro. I know it's impromptu. Can you throw me a link to the joint in the chat, and I'll pin it so we can have it there for people that pop in.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna do that right now.
Y'all need to get on this shit, man. I'm enjoying it. To your point, the sound obviously is a very wide range of sounds. It still has that bass slap though, and I swear you sound like a Vallejo motherfucker. Are you in are you in like Pinole or Richmond or anywhere?
Well, what do you mean, like?
I mean, like, I don't want to give up your location, but it just
like living wise, like where I reside.
Or just
at, or
did
like
you come up in that area? Did you? Because I just hear a Vallejo kind of swag when you. But then I hear that mile figures. I hear a little bit of Pittsburgh, AP9, Jacka going on there. So you definitely riding the beat in a very smooth, like, I want to say play away with a hustler mentality, but it's got that bass swag. So I'm just like,
appreciate that.
That even though you're rounding out the beats though in so many different ways, which is crazy to me. So I want to know whether they're old or new. How you make a beat? What's your approach to putting a beat together?
Well, it varies. Can I get the link one time so I can post it in the comments? Let me just go on my notes real quick.
Yeah. Do your thing. I'm gonna just puff on this motherfucker. Y'all know what it is. Bump Jones this year. As usual, tell a friend to tell a friend. Let them know. We're not doing conversations from the Cardiac today. It's the day off. But yo, Cuddie C hit me up. You're like, bro, check out this new tape. I'm jamming this motherfucker. I'm smoking up on. I'm like, yo, we gotta talk about this, man.
All right, I got it. I posted it.
Yeah, it is, lady It is. Let's go ahead and pin that motherfucker. Now make sure y'all tap in, man. Go ahead and do your thing. Copy, pasta, all that shit, man. Tap in with it. The S3 plan, the very easy tape. So, all right, let's talk about your production process. What's your approach? Um, like, how do you come up
Well,
with the ideas for the beat? What do you start with when you're making a beat?
well, how I start off. So it varies because sometimes I'll be in the mood to make a custom beat, meaning like from scratch, melodies, drum kits, and all that stuff, right?
Okay.
But then if I have a song that I want to sample, you know what I'm saying, like an oldie song or an old school song from like the 70s or 80s, I'll get into that mode. So it's basically based off those two factors. But really, to start from scratch, I like to start off with the melody first. You know what I'm saying? Finding the instruments. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
But at the same time, I fool around with the metronome sound. I mean, different strokes for different folks. You know what I'm saying? People use the metronome to construct a beat. I do it. I mean, some other people don't. I mean, I could make a beat without no metronome, but you know, I
Hey, that's
usually
your
start off with
process, right? That's your
yeah.
foundation.
So it's melodies. I just start off with the melodies. You know what I'm saying? If everything sounds right, then I'll start to add the sounds. You know what I'm saying? Like the kicks, the claps, 808s, hi-hats, open hats, perks. You know what I'm saying? The drops, crashes, whatever the case may be.
Okay, so then when that's all like the beats can. Here's my question, because you're rapping on your own beats, and I know
Yeah.
these are old beats, but then some of these are new beats. But my thought is, when you're making these beats, like how do you differentiate? Like, oh, this is for someone else, or you know what, I can write to this drop, or this sequence feels more like my kind of verb or my verbiage. You know what I mean? How do you know?
Well, how I how I really came up with the like. Are you talking about like my beat selection for the project?
Right, exactly. Or just in general, like, do you make the beat
I
like?
mean,
Like free form, like with someone in mind, or do you like, oh no, I'm gonna make this for me, or does it just like I'm just making it
oh,
and if
okay,
it
I see
works?
what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So it's not really I'm gonna make this my beat. I'll basically it's like this. I'll cook up a slapper. It's in the folder. You know what I'm saying? I'll probably come back to it. If I really like it, I'll put it on my phone. I'll slap it. You know what I'm saying? I'll think about making throwing that on the project or putting together you know what I'm saying, a single or whatever. And
Right.
that's what it is. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But like I said, I produce a lot of beats, and sometimes I go back to them. And if, like I said, if I really like them, I'll vibe to it. And if it's really right for the project, I'll just fucking throw it on there. So how I came up with the beat selection for the project, I actually had to, well, back and forth. I had to play the video game, like the walkthroughs on YouTube, and I actually had to play the game while I'm listening to the beats to get a feel for it. And I was listening to a shitload of beats
I
that
fuck with
that
that.
that that, that dumbed it down to those 10 tracks, those 10 beats. I selected those
Wow.
10 beats.
While
Those are
playing
the
the
beats that I
game,
vibe
so
to the most.
you were like basically A&R in your own shit. Like, okay, which one of these beats is gonna fit best with the mood and the element environment of this game, while also getting and absorbing the game itself when because you're gonna go back and write to this.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, I like that. That's like fucking. That's like method rapping or method art. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
for
dive
sure.
into that shit.
Yep.
Hell, like you probably went paintballing and shit, so you can get better thoughts about the. You know what I'm saying?
uh,
Yo, salute to everybody tapping in, man. Bump Jonas here. No conversations from the Cardiac, but my man Cuddie C sent me a link to a new joint he's got out, the S3 plan, of the very easy tape. Which I want to find out, why are we calling it the very easy tape? Was it easy to make, or did you beat the game on easy level?
Oh, there you go. You hit it right there at the second answer. And it's crazy because in this particular video game, there's different difficulty levels. There's there's normal, there's very hard, and extreme. I played the game on all modes, and I could have really randomized the selection for the title, but I kind of want to going in order, if that makes sense. You feel
Yes.
me? Because I already have ideas for the next sequel, bro. I already have ideas for the next sequel. I'm not really trying to put it in motion because I just dropped this one,
Right,
but I already
right.
have the name for it and the idea for it. You know what I'm saying?
That,
But
that's
yeah,
hard.
yeah,
That's hard. So, because you've got a, you've got a series already built in without even trying. So I fuck with that, man. Um,
yeah.
so okay, we get why it's the easy tape. I get that. How do you? This is what I want to ask because you've got all you self-produced it. You're on
Yeah.
it all the way through. You're writing it. But you also have a podcast, Talk Your
Mm-hmm.
Shit podcast.
Yes, sir.
Dope ass podcast, by the way. I need to make sure you tap the fuck in. So my
Appreciate
question
that.
there is, like, how are you balancing the approach? Like, are you pausing on the podcast, or are you
Ooh.
doing it in your spare time? How's that work?
Woo! That's a good ass question, man. That's really a good ass question, man. Really good question. I'm high as fuck. It's really a good question, man. But it's all about balance. You know what I mean? So when you're dabbling with different hobbies that you really love to do, you know what I mean, you're really passionate about, you got to find that balance. You know what I'm saying? Because we're all human. We got responsibilities. We go to work. We got families to take care of, all the shit. You just got to find in that time to fit in to conduct those particular activities that you love doing. Like, for example, okay, yeah, I dabble in with the podcast here and there. Actually, I interviewed my homie from Detroit. Shout out to Just Jay. I just interviewed him. That interview dropped last night. And another interview drops tonight. I interviewed my producer homie from Finland, from Europe. That drops tonight. And at the same time, yep. But I actually shortly before I chimed in with you just now, I was just going through my contacts and just sending out copy and paste, and you know what I'm saying, my album. Like, hey fam, what's up? Check out my shit. Check out my project. You know what I'm saying? I have a whole format to. I actually have it in my notes. It's a whole promotion text format, if that makes sense. I'll just copy and paste it. Boom, 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 boom. Just send
Love
it.
it.
So I was just sending that. I was just promoting the album shortly before I chimed in too. So. It's a
That's hard.
whole
So you just we talked about this before, I believe, either on my interview or me interviewing you, but like you're a man of many hats. And so one
appreciate
and
that.
so it definitely makes sense when you're talking about balance. But I also notice you have a lot of output though. I mean, like you said, you just rattled off like 3 different interviews. You've got a series in mind with the very easy tape. You walk through the game to really immerse yourself. So you put on for your shit. Um, when we talk about balance, though, how do you balance your family life? You know, like how do you at some point you end up having to spend time away from your
Right.
family to make sure you're taking care of the other things you're doing. So how do you balance that time away versus that time at home? Do you have like an allotted amount of time that you give yourself? What's your approach to it?
So really, I kind of like schedule it ahead. I plan ahead, and like I said, it's all about the timing. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm just chilling. I could be making a beat or any of the sorts. You know what I'm saying? And it's all about communication too. You know what I'm saying? This goes for any other artist or any other entrepreneur. You're trying to fit in balance in your life. You're trying to make sure you're good with your family. Make sure your family's straight before you know what I mean,
Right.
chime in. But it's really about just finding like I said, the right time. Like for example, I work overnight. I get off at 5 in the morning. Sometimes I'll fucking get on the laptop. I'll cook up a beat, or I'll just cook up I'll cook up a beat, or I'll start up a beat and I'll go back to it later. You know what I
Right.
mean? Or try to edit the episode for the podcast, a little podcast editing, some sorts, or a little promotion. I stay up a little bit, and what I'm trying to get at here is my whole family's asleep. It's 5 in the morning. Ain't no one up. My kids ain't up. My wife ain't up. I could use this fucking extra 10, 20, 30 minutes to cook up a beat, or go back to if I got to mix and master a track that I'm working on. You know what I'm saying? Et cetera, man. You know, podcast editing, the whole nine. It's just about finding the timing of the day. You feel me? Like if you at this very moment, if it's necessary to put in some work, if not, because family's important. You got to spend as much time with your family as much as possible, bro. Much as possible.
I love
You
it.
got to
I love it.
balance
But you
that out.
still gotta you still allow yourself the space and the time to push your passions, to chase, or
Exactly.
to not chase, but to capture your dreams, right? Because Cuddie C ain't chasing shit but the bag. That man said, I drink my alcohol at the bakery because I'd rather chase dough. Come on. Come on. Give it to him, y'all. Hold on. So
I said, pop a bottle at the bakery. I'd rather chase the dough, man. That was like a little bit of wordplay right there. I'm gonna keep it so trill and all the way 100. I don't even drink. I'm a smoker, man. I'm a fucking pothead. You know what I'm saying? I love smoking loud. I'm a
that
stoner.
bar
I'm
was
a
heavy,
stoner. I'm a
though.
stoner.
I love it,
Yeah.
man. I love it. That bar was crazy. So, okay. We know that you like making beats. You like obviously hip hop. You like podcasting and talking. You love the hustle. What's which song on this? And I also understand that we understand now that this project it's a theme project too. It's a concept. So I
Yeah.
love it even more now. I love it even more. Um, which one on this particular project captures the essence of who you are right now?
Ooh, that's a good question. You hit me one of those hard hitter questions, man. But let me think, man. What really catches the essence? The only, I didn't even. You know what? I was gonna say this one track, but it's not even on the. It's not even on the project because I did mention the podcast. I said it's actually. I'm working on it. I said they talking shit. They could hop up on the podcast, but I'm somewhere out the way the content couldn't broadcast. I said something like that, but it's not on this particular project. But to pick a song, honestly, damn. I really want to answer this question. I really want to pick a track, but then it's just like, cause
I got you. I got you. I got you. I'm
it's
gonna,
really a tricky question, man. Because every song is just basically based off the video game. You feel me? Like,
I'm
I
gonna tell
don't.
you though, the one, and we've only talked a few times, but I got a good vibe for
Yeah,
you. And I've heard every song, but I need to hear everyone all the way through. The one that really rings out to me as you is either Ocelot or Evasion Mode. In Evasion Mode, it has that hustle vibe, even though I mean I get where it's talking about, but it's like it's still about getting to it. I don't know. That just screams Cuddie C to me, but I still
okay,
got to
okay.
play on that. I'm gonna come back and answer the question myself in a little bit, man. But I want to ask you, after I gotta wrap this up here pretty quickly, bro. Um, what I really want to get to is you have all these different passions, you got all these different hustles,
Yeah.
and I mean, thus us on the other end that get to experience the end result. We're very, very happy for what you put out. But what's the purpose? Why? Why are you, why do you want us to hear the very easy tape? Why do you choose
Well,
to do hip hop and make music?
well, it's my passion. Like I said, I think I mentioned this before. If you know you're blessed with a talent, if you're really good at it and you're really passionate about it, why just do it? Don't let that shit die. Don't let that fire get put out. If you have that fire inside you and it's lit, don't let that shit put out. Put it out there. Put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Push yourself, man. Because again, not everyone's gonna like you, but some people gonna like you. You know what I mean? People who's gonna fuck with you, even out of state. Living proof here. Living proof here.
I was
Here.
just
You
about to
know,
say right here,
but
right
it's
here.
really just you know what I'm saying. I'm just passionate about it, man. And plus, well, I come from a family of my blood family. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say there's no talented people in my family. You know what I'm saying? My dad sings karaoke, the whole shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
But
okay. You still there? Uh-oh.
hear me? Can you
Oh,
hear me?
yep. I can hear you now.
Okay. So like entertainment wise, I feel like I'm the only one in my family that carries with this talents. Because growing up, you know what I'm saying, I was a hip hop head. You know, I was really tuned into it. I'm kind of like a, what do you call that? Introvert, extrovert? I'm trying to fucking think of it, man. But I was really different from my family growing up, and I kind of
Okay.
like basically just chased my passion. I can't find no other words but to just chase my passion. You know what I'm saying?
Love it.
And and the reason why I'm really doing this because I want to leave something behind for my kids. You know what I'm saying? I want, you know what I mean? I want to hear my grandkids say, hey, you know, Grandpa got a podcast. Hey, Grandpa was a rapper back in the day. He used to go crazy. Bro, Grandpa got beats. What the fuck? Let's tap in. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
I wanna like, cause I'm already having my kids like engulfed into the music. Like my oldest son, every time when I cook up a beat on the MPC on the am I saying it? The MPC? Yeah, the little piano, he'll hop on. I'm like, all right, cool. Just throw on the headphones. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's funny. He's hella good at there's this beat maker app on the phone on the phone, bro. It's called Beat Maker Pro. He's hella good at it, man. He's hella good at it. He just turned 6, so.
Hey man,
And
you might be on some. Don't go P Diddy on us, man, and like have him making your beats, but you know,
I will never go P Diddy. Hell no.
you know what I'm saying, little Swiss
Never.
beats and shit. Have him cooking up with you. I feel it. I fuck with it, man.
Yeah.
I fuck with it. All right, man. So look, I gotta wrap us up. I'm gonna do a little bit more chopping here, so please feel free to hang out. The last thing I want to ask you on the way out, man, and I ask a lot of people this, and I may have asked you this before. For those that don't know, I actually got a chance to interview Cuddie C previously under a Talk Your Shit podcast. I talked to him and Man. Right
Yes,
now,
sir.
we're talking about the S3 plan, the very easy tape that's out now. You see the link right there. Go ahead and copy pasta that shit. Go check it out. Um, when people listen to your passions, when you put it out, whether it be the podcast episodes, whether it be the beats or the tapes, you know, the projects, what do you want them to walk away with after they've listened to it or after they've experienced your passions?
What I want them to walk away with. You really come with great questions, man. I want to give you your flowers to that, man. Shit, I gotta take a page from your book. But what I want them to walk away with. Free game knowledge on how to maneuver in life. You know what I'm saying? Because in some of my lyrics, I actually give out gems. So I want you to walk away with a little bit of knowledge. If you didn't know something until you listened to that fucking song by me, shit, I'm glad I gave you game. I'm glad I fed you game. You know what I'm saying? And if you have an interest at heart of my sounds, we can make something happen. You know what I mean? I want you to walk away with just thinking like, damn, that guy's really talented, man. You know what I'm saying? I could chop it up with him, talk my shit, probably cop a beat from him. You know what I'm saying? And learn something from him. You know what I mean?
I love it. I love it. Hey, man, I'm going to keep jamming this shit here. Probably while I'm sitting on this live. I'm going to finish this blunt on the live. It's been a hell of a time, bro, an impromptu conversation. As I like to say over on Conversations from the Cardiac, tell a friend to tell a friend. Now's the time to click the link in the bio. But you don't even got to do that. There's a pin right there. Go ahead and just copy pasta and go check him out, man. Cuddie C, all right? The S3 plan, the very easy tape, is based off a video game. Now that you know that, go find out what game it's about. Go play the tape and figure out what game it was, because he put a lot of effort into that motherfucker. When you're done with that, go check out Talk Your Shit podcast. TAWKYO shit SHIT podcast. It's that simple. Go check it out. All right. Yo, Cuddie, I appreciate you, man. You have a good one, my boy. Peace.
Peace out, man.